what are your one or two takeaways that you would like to impart on modern SEO practitioners? Barry?
I guess the biggest thing is a lot of new SEO practitioners always think about what's the checklist that I have to follow to do my job. It used to be like, all right, get links, produce a minimum amount of content, and make sure your page is crawlable. Those are the basics. I think it's now about thinking well beyond that and making content that really does, I know it's corny to say, that really does satisfy the user's intent and gives the user something that they could use beyond what everything else is out there. So it's not just a checklist anymore, and it's harder, and it's much harder than it was back in the early 2000s. But SEO, FDOs are really great at adapting, and just keep working at it, and I think you'll be great in the future.
I love that takeaway. I literally have a screenshot where it was like the thread with someone asking John Mueller if they needed to add a contact page because that was like correlated with better performance. And you were like, what are we doing here? Like, what, this seems
I
so
mean, if you
roundabout.
ask your question, if you ask yourself that question, if it's like, are you a real business? That is the thing, right? If you're a real business, I mean, you won't even care if at some point we will say that it's not needed or is against even. Like, it won't happen because they want what is good for users anyway. But how you can double question the need of having a contact form is like, oh, how your customers are going to get in touch with you. So that is the problem, like with a one-trick pony, a very tactical approach of not thinking on how a business will think, I will say.
Yeah. Aleyda, so on to you. What are the words of wisdom that we should all abide by in today's world of SEO?
Focus on what will move the needle of your business, and stop focusing on, because I see that, fluctuations. So it's like, is it actually impacting your actual traffic in any way, your meaningful traffic, the one that moves the needle from a business standpoint, yes or no? Think on the way that your users behave, how they search, how they look for information, what they actually need to solve, and how you can make it easier for them to solve it, how you can surface the right information on your website to connect better with them, and focus on that, a blend of technical content, user experience, integrating that into your product so it can make it easier for you to scale all of it. So yeah, it's about being cost efficient and focusing on what actually matters and impact your customer journey for the type of products or services that you actually want to sell and grow with.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think sometimes we can get lost with like the tail wagging the dog, right? Where we're like, wow, like get more traffic. And it's like, but ultimately to do more business, sell more services, sell more products. So definitely a good reminder to not focus on SEO for the sake of SEO. Ethan, what are your last remarks for the group?
My last remarks are that the things that work today and a year from now are pretty similar to the stuff that's been working for the last several years. I don't think it'll change that much. So selecting topics rather than keywords, selecting topics where you have topical authority and building your topical authority, having content that's both comprehensive and unique with information gain, and then having good engagement. And then to Barry's point, can Google read the page and are you cross-linking? Those are the things that have been working for the last several years, and I think that they'll mostly be what will work over the next several years.
Fantastic. Just do what has been working. Recognize that, Google has rapidly evolved away from technical SEO links keywords. We are in a more topic-centric model that prioritizes topical authority, link relevancy, and user interaction. So focus on what is entertaining, engaging to the user, and you'll likely continue to do well, whether it be AI assisted or completely human generated.